Hello my lovely friends, thank you for joining me today for this other video. We are making today baby sweater 0 to 3 months old baby size, and this is how it looks like. Beautiful, right? Yes, you're going to learn how to make this and the materials you're going to need to make this beautiful sweater. You will need 2 balls of yarn. Choose the color of your choice and I'll lead you along using them. We have buttons. We sew on snaps buttons, so yes, we'll need that. You'll need to sew in needles, one to sew in the yarns and one for the buttons because they have small holes. Then a tape measure, a pair of scissors and a crochet hook. This time I'm using a 5.5mm hook. Please go ahead and subscribe if you've not done so, because amazing things are coming your way with Joya's Crocheters. You don't want to miss out on that, right? Yes, go ahead and hit that button, and if you've subscribed, thank you very much. I can't thank you enough. You've done great and you are truly going to gain from this channel. Thank you for watching. Let's go ahead and start. We are chaining 45 for this project. Go ahead and chain 45. We've chained 45, and for our first round we are putting 1/2 double crochet in each of the stitch, but we are starting from the second chain of the hook. This is the first one and the second one is right here, so we are putting 1/2 double crochet in the second chain of the hook. Then continue putting 1/2 double crochet in each space up to the end of the chain. This is the end of the row. For our next row, that is the second one, you turn your work and put a double crochet in the first stitch, but I'm using the invisible stitch technique. If you don't know about it, you check out my other videos, or you can watch here and learn. So insert your hook in the first space, pull out the yarn, pull through the 2, and in this second yarn, this one right here, this is the first, this is the first, this is the second one. Go under it or behind it like that, pull out a yarn and then pull through these 2. That is our first double crochet. Put 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. One and 2 and 2. Then put 2 double crochets in the next space. 2, this is 1, and the second one in the same space. In the next 3 spaces, put 1 double crochet in each. 1, 2, 3. Then in the next stitch, make an increase. Those are the 2 double crochets in the same space. 1 and 2. So you're continuing like that, putting 1 double crochet in the next 3 spaces, in each of the next 3 spaces. 1, 2 and 3. In the next space you make an increase, that means 2 double crochets in the same space. Continue like that. We meet at the end of this row. This is the end of the second row, and to begin our third one, turn your work. Without chaining 1, insert your hook, pull out a yarn, and we are doing our first double crochet And in the next 3 stitches, put 1 double crochet in each. 1, 2, and 3. So that makes 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the following space, in the next space, put 2 double crochets in the same space or an increase. The next 4 spaces, put a double crochet in each. The next space, make an increase. So we are continuing like that. One double crochet in each of the 4 spaces, followed by an increase or 2 double crochets in the next space. Okay, so continue like that, repeat at the end of the row. For round 4, turn your work without chaining 1, make a double crochet in this very first stitch. The invisible stitch technique is what we've used here. In the next 4 stitches, put 1 double crochet in each. 1, 2, 3, and in the next space, put an increase. That is 2 double crochets in the same space. In the following spaces, in the following 5 spaces, put a double crochet in each. 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by an increase in the next space. 1, 2. So you're continuing like that, putting a double crochet in each of the next spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the next one you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the next one you put 2 double crochets or an increase. You continue like that. We meet at the end of the round. We are at the end of round 4. So round 5, turn your work and using an invisible technique, put a double crochet in the first space. The reason why we are using this technique is to keep this side straight. Put a double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. Followed by an increase in the next space or 2 double crochets in the same space. Put a double crochet in each of the next 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the next space, put 2 double crochets or make an increase. 1 and 2. Continue like that, repeat at the end. You follow it by 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 spaces, followed by an increase in the next space. end of row 5. For row 6, turn your work. Do the same using the invisible stitch technique. Make 1 double crochet in this first space. This one. And put 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In the next stitch, put 2 double crochets or an increase. 1, 2. Put 1 double crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. Followed by an increase in the next stitch. 1, 2. Continue doing like that. You put 1 double crochet in the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You put 1 double crochet in each, and in the next one you put an increase, that is 2 double crochets. So continue like that. We meet at the end of the round. We are at the end of round 6. So we're going to slip stitch the first double crochet we made at the beginning of the row. Slip stitch and chain 1. Cut off your yarn. And this is where you're going to need the stitch markers. Then we go ahead and count number of stitches you need to make the armhole, the chest, and the back. Okay, so going back to our work, this is where we've joined from. You're counting 11 stitches. That counts half of the armhole. Then from the stitch marker, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And in the 27th stitch, you put a stitch marker. And then the armhole, the next armhole, you count 22. Since the other one was 11 and this is 22. So this is half of the armhole, the 11. So this is 22. You count from the stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22. You put 22, then you put a stitch marker in the next stitch. And from that very stitch you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. That's why you put the stitch marker. And the rest should be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Added on this 11 makes 22. Added on this is 11 and this is 11. Added together makes 22, and that's an armhole. So you go ahead and fold your work like this. Now we are going to start from here. So turn your work like this. That's how it should look like. And then you go ahead and turn it around like this. So we are starting our double crochets from this stitch marker, the very first one. So go ahead, insert your hook and put 1 double crochet in this very same space where the stitch marker is. Still, I'm using the invisible style for every beginning of a row. So this is our row 7, 1 double crochet. You are putting 1 double crochet up to this stitch marker, up to the next stitch marker. Okay, go ahead and put 1 double crochet in each of the space up to the next stitch marker. And putting the double crochet where the stitch marker is. This is how your work should look like. Okay, go ahead, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip these 11 stitches and these 11 stitches right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And where the stitch marker is, put a double crochet. And continue putting a double crochet until you meet the next stitch marker. You can go ahead and pull out the markers. We don't need them anymore. I have come to the next stitch marker, so you chain 6 to form our next armhole. Go ahead and pull out the stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Skip these chains right here. They must be 22. And join our work from the first double crochet we made here. Okay, pull out this stitch marker and I'll show you how this looks like. So this is our work, the upper part of the sweater, the neck, the armholes, the back and the front. For round 8, go ahead and change the color. Okay. You can cut off this other color like that. Join it the way you know. And in this very first stitch, you're putting a double crochet. Remember, I'm using the invisible technique. So follow up, or you can look it up in one of my videos. Then put 1 double crochet all around till you get back here. Even in these 6 chains, you're going to place 1 double crochet in each space. You start with our invisible technique in the first double crochet we made, and put our first double crochet using the invisible technique. That is our first double crochet. Then continue putting 1 double crochet in each of the stitches around, and you're going to continue doing that for the next 6 rows. Start counting, starting with this very one. So let me meet you at the end of the 6 rows. I've completed my 6 rows and I ended up adding more. So please go ahead and add more until your work measures from the shoulder right here it should measure 9 inches, 9.5 inches. So please go ahead and add more rows. So I'll count for you how many rows I've done with this color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 rows, so go ahead and add whatever number of rows that will count approximately 9. We are starting our next round. For the next round, chain 1, put a double crochet in the first space like that. I'm using my invisible technique. Then we are working in our next space. We are doing a front post. This is what I mean by a front post. A front post double crochet. In the next one we are doing a front post double crochet, so you're going to continue like that, doing front post double crochets all around the row at each stitch. Okay, so continue. We meet at the end, front posts only. This is the end of the round. Remember, we've been doing only front posts. So we slip stitch in the first double crochet we made. Like that. For the next round, you chain 1 and put a double crochet in this very first stitch. If this is hard for you, please use the normal double crochet. And in the next stitch, we are doing a front post, double crochet, put a back post in the next stitch. Back post, you mean you come from the back like this, push back the stitch, insert your hook in the next space and pull out the yarn. See how you've put it at the back? That is the back post. Then the next one should be a front post double crochet. The next, do a back post double crochet. You come from the back, push back the stitch like that, and insert your hook in the next space, pull out the yarn and complete your double crochet. So you're continuing like that, post double crochet followed by a back post double crochet like that, post double crochet followed by a back post double crochet. We meet at the end of the row. This is the end of the row. Mine I've ended with a back post. You could have as well ended with a front post. There's no problem with that. Go ahead and slip stitch in the first double crochet we made. And that's right here. Slip stitch, chain 1, put a double crochet in the same space. I'm still using my invisible stitch technique, but if you don't want to, you can use the normal double crochet. And in the next stitch, we are going to do a front post double crochet. The next one, you do a back post double crochet. Like that. In the next one, where we made a front post, go ahead and put a front post double crochet. Continue like that. Where there is a back post, you put one back post, and in the next you put a front post double crochet like that. We meet at the end like that, and then do one more round of the same. Where there is a back post, you put a back post double crochet, and where there is a front post like this one, you put a front post double crochet. And I meet you after the second round. After this round, do another round of the same. I meet you there. So I've reached the end of the round. Slip stitch in the first double crochet we made right here. For our next round, you're going to chain one, put a single crochet in the same space, just like that, and with the front post, put a single crochet in the next stitch, like that, and using a back post, do a back post single crochet like that, a front post single crochet, a back post single crochet. Continue like that till you get to the end of the round. You slip stitch and cut off your yarn. Reach to the end, slip stitch, okay. Chain one and cut off the yarn. So this is how the bottom of our sweater looks like. So for the next part, we are working on the arms. I've already finished working on the other one. So let me show you you're going to do it. We have 6 stitches right here. You're going to count from the first one. This is the first one, 2 and 3. And in that third one, this is 1, I think I made this tight, 1 and 3. So in that third one, you join your yarn. It should be the same color as the upper part. Okay, you can choose to work in between these spaces right here, or on top of the stitch like I've done. Put a double crochet in that very same space where you've joined your yarn. Okay, put a double crochet in the next stitch, do the same, double crochet in the next stitch. So next stitch you're going to put 3 double crochets together. That is, we are working out to the corner. 2 and 3, follow through the 3. Again you're going to see another corner. This is right here where the arm is curving. That's what I mean by the corner. If you look keenly, you'll see where the arm is curving. I don't know whether you can see that properly. So we are putting 3 double crochets together in the next 3 stitches. So go ahead, the next stitch here, we are putting 3 double crochets together in the next 3 spaces, 2, 3, like that. Go ahead and put 1 double crochet in each of the next stitches until you reach 2 stitches before the next curve. Okay, so I've come close to the next curve, which is right here, and I have 19 double crochets made after the 3 double crochets together. So we are doing the same. We are putting 3 double crochets together, yarn over, insert your hook in the first stitch, pull through the first 2 yarn over, pull through the first 2 yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then pull through all the 4 loops on the hook. We have another curve here. Okay, so we are putting the next 3 double crochets together. So go ahead, insert your hook in the next space right here, and do the same like we've done before. And the last one falls right here down like that. Okay, then we are finishing off with 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. That 1 and 2. So go ahead and slip stitch in the first double crochet we made here, chain 1, put a double crochet in that very same space, and put a double crochet all the way around, making 10 rows, counting from this second one. Okay, you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the stitch around the arm, 10 rounds, so it should be 11 rows, counting starting from this first orange we made. I've finished up my 11 rows. I've slip stitched and now I'm chaining 1. So this is where you're joining in your other yarn, the color at the bottom of your sweater. Join it in and put a double crochet in this very same space, the first space or stitch. Put a double crochet and in the next stitch, this one right here, you're working a front post double crochet. Hope you remember how to do that. So you're going to put a front post double crochet at every stitch until you finish up the round we made. A front post double crochet. This is the end of the round. You're slip stitching in the first double crochet we made, like that. Chain 1 and put a double crochet in the very same space. I'm still using my invisible technique one. In the next stitch, do a front post double crochet, and in the next one do a back post double crochet. The next, do a front post followed by a back post double crochet. So you are continuing like that till the end of the round, and after that round make 2 more rounds of the same work. Okay, you are doing exactly what you did here at the bottom of the sweater. Let me meet you at the end of the 3 rows, this one inclusive. This is how the end of our back post and front post double crochets look like, the 3 rows that we've made. So we slip stitch, now you're chaining 1, and we are finishing off by a single crochet in the same stitch, in the next stitch we are putting a front post single crochet. In the next one we are putting a back post single crochet, then in the next one a front post single crochet. Continue like that till the end after you cut off your yarn, and that will be the end of the arm. So you go ahead, apply the same and work on on your second arm of the sweater. The next part will be to work on the neck, and we finalize with it. Please subscribe to my channel if you've not done that yet, so that you be notified when I upload more new videos, and we continue learning together. So say chain one and cut off your yarn. Please sew in these yarns to make your work look neat. So far our sweater looks like that. For our neck, we are going to use the bottom color of your sweater, which is this one right here, and we are working a front post double crochet all around the neck. So go ahead and join your yarn in the first space, or double crochet in the first stitch. Join your yarn in the first stitch and put a double crochet in that very same stitch. Followed by a front post double crochet, followed by a front post double crochet. Continue like that till the end of the round. I've come to the end, and in the next stitch just go ahead and put a double crochet. Round 2, chain 1, turn your work. Put a double crochet in this first space right here. Put a front post in the next space, in the next stitch. Front post double crochet, back post followed by a back post double crochet, followed by a front post double crochet, a back post double crochet. Continue like that, working a post double crochet followed by a back post double crochet to the end of the round. End of the round, in the last stitch just put a double crochet, chain 1, turn your work, put a double crochet in the first stitch, okay, and in the next one make a back post double crochet followed by a front post double crochet in the next stitch, followed by a back post double crochet. Continue like that till the end of the round. For the next round, chain 1, turn your work and put a single crochet in the first stitch. Then you're going to work a front post single crochet and a back post single crochet, front post double crochet, followed by a back post single crochet like that, followed by front post double crochet, and after you slip stitch, chain 1 and cut off your yarn. That will be the end of our neck. For this space right here where we are putting the buttons, you're getting a small size hook. For me, I've got a 3.5mm one, and you're going to put a single crochet over here. Then later we'll put the buttons. You're using this color that matches the yarn. You turn your work like this, and from the first stitch right here, insert your hook using this same color of yarn. Slip stitch in the very first space like that, and in the next one put a single crochet. So you're going to be putting a single crochet all the stitches around. When you reach the corner right here, you see where the corner is, you're going to put 3 double crochets together. Sorry, you are putting 3 single crochets together like that. Start your hook in this one too. Pull out your yarn, and in the next space too, do the same. Start your hook, pull out your yarn, and pull through all the 4. Then continue with a single crochet stitches. This is how it looks like. Then you slip stitch in here in the last space, chain 1, and cut off the yarn. So I've got these small buttons. This is how they work. They're the ones I'm going to put here. I'm going to show you how to do it using the same matching color. We are going to put 2 buttons. One is going to go here at the top of the neck, and one right here in the middle. So go ahead and sew it in. I'll put the bottom one on this side. If you can get ones that match the color of the yarn, that's even better. I'm talking about the buttons because they get buried in very well. Please make it very sturdy because of the baby. You don't want to have choking hazards. Fasten it off and cut the yarn. So I'm putting this upper part inside here. Make sure it aligns with this one. So here, drain in our hook, and sew it right here on the inside. this is how the end of our project looks like. We've sewed in the other button. You can go ahead and do yours. So click like that. That gives our baby enough space for the head. Thank you for watching. Please, I enjoy having you here. Those who have subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate you a lot, and please, if you've not subscribed yet, go ahead and click on that button so we enjoy more videos together, and let's keep growing. I love you, but most of all, God does the most, of course. Ciao ciao, see you in the next video.